Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, welcome to Minecraft Trails and Tales. This was the last update release from Minecraft not that long ago. So welcome to the channel. This is going to be a channel related to everything Minecraft, including all the mods that are available to do that. We will do hardcore, we are going to do let's plays, some type of guide in between as well, just in case that you are new to Minecraft, because that's exactly my case, guys. So that said, I think it's time to select single player, and definitely we are going to create a new world, and that's what we are going to do at this point. So before doing that, very quickly, we are not going to generate any type of seed. We are going to play completely random, and we definitely are not going to play with any type of game rules and anything like that. So we are going to leave everything as it is. So go back to the game, and we are going to give it a name, and this is going to be maybe Minecraft Survival, because that's what we are going to play one, and that is what we're going to do. The idea here is to do a number of seasons or series, and that is what we are aiming in this game. So keep that in mind as well. We are going to play in survival mode, of course. The difficulty is going to be normal at this point, although we will change that to a more difficult situation as we progress on the game, and the cheats, of course, are going to be off. So that said, let's create a new world. Okay, so this is going to be a spawn point, or our spawn point, as you can see. Let's have a good look and see what we are spawning at. We have a birch biome in here, which is very nice. We have some oak trees in there. We have a nice big hill in there. The sun is rising. One thing to do, of course, is to keep an eye on the sun as it rises and then goes down. We will obviously hit night time, and by then we need to have a bed or a shelter, guys. So 3 objectives that we are going to try to accomplish in this episode. That's going to be food, shelter, and bed. That is the 3 ones that we are going to need to successfully complete the first night in Minecraft. Something else that we need to do, of course, if we want to bed, is going to be sheep. With the wool from the sheep, we will be able to make some beds. So that is definitely what we want to need. And of course, in the meantime, whilst we search for those bees, we are going to need some logs. And you left click, keep a click on the tree, and you will chop all the logs that you need, of course. And then you have new recipes unlocked. And that's really important, guys, because this game is about progression and advancements. So that's what we need to do. So let's grab a few of these 3 logs very quickly, so we can actually make our first set of tools. By the way, once you finish gathering the whole tree or the whole logs, you will see that is nothing supporting the leaves. The leaves eventually will decay, and once that happens, they will drop certain amount of things. One of those will be apples, very important at the beginning of the game, so you can actually find your food. And something else that will drop is sticks, and will drop saplings as well. I recommend you, suggest that you take those very quickly, because you can actually replant the saplings whenever you actually have your settlement choice done. So that is important, so you don't run out of wood as well. Let's gather this one very quickly, and I'm going to show you how to craft the crafting table, which is going to be paramount to be successful in the Minecraft world. Okay, so now that we have all the logs needed at this point, press E on your keyboard, and you have this 2x2 crafting grid in here. We are going to convert all the oak logs in planks. So just place them in there and keep clicking left click or shift click to actually do a whole batch at one point. Something else I want to mention at this point is this little recipe book. Here you can actually use the recipe book instead of using just the grid, because doing that you are going to have to memorize all the recipes. So for example, if you place by right clicking a square here, 2x2, all the planks, you will get the crafting table. But in addition to that, you can actually go to your book. I think it's much easier. You go to there, and then you get your crafting table. So that's what we're going to do. Something else that we're going to do is get some sticks going on, because the sticks are going to be very important. Every single tool in Minecraft requires sticks, from wood tools all the way up to netherite. We are going to have to look into that at some point. So let's place the crafting table with right clicking, as you can see, and right click again. And what I'm going to need very quickly is going to be the pickaxe and a axe, because we are going to have to need to make an advancement in terms of the tools that we need. So the next one up will be a stone, and that is what we are going to do. So let's pick up the crafting table. Once you destroy it, you still can pick it up and move it wherever you want. So two things that we need to do first is going to be finding sheep for our bed, and that way we will be able to escape the night. If we don't, it's a good chance that monsters will creep out and try to kill us. So very important that we have a shelter, at least a bed ready. Very important that we do that. And that's going to be the priority, is going to be that bed, of course. And then we need to choose a nice place to settle, at least for a few episodes, guys. Maybe later on we can actually change. And I like this biome in here. I have plenty of resources and trees and animals that you can actually kill. And here we have a little cave in here with coal, which is really important early game as well. So let's gather that very quickly, and maybe we only need to begin with 3 pieces of stone to create our tool. And you can see that we have made the stone age advancements. Now take an advantage as well. You can take advantage of these little caves in here. If you don't find shelter or sheep to create your bed, you can actually use these little caves as shelter. You can actually do a wall in here and make sure that the creepers don't come in. Okay, so let's place the crafting table, and now we can actually advance. Now you can see that we can actually craft stone tools. They are really important because they are much stronger. It's the next quality up from wood, so that's what we need very quickly. So I'm going to save these 2 guys in here, maybe for the future, some type of relic, just reminding us how we started the game. That would be pretty cool if we could do that. So stone tools at hand. I'm going to get coal. Coal is going to be very, very important early game, specifically if you want a reminder what your settlement is. And I will explain that in a minute, and that works for me absolutely brilliant. And the only thing that you need to do is to do your campfire. Very, very important early game. If you don't know what advantages the campfire can give you, apart of cooking, of course, it's actually pretty impressive how campfire can help you earlier on in the game. So I'm going to collect all this coal very quickly, and then we are going to carry on moving to see in the search of sheep, so we can actually get that bed going for the first night. Okay, and finally we found some sheep. Now you can see the sheep are different color, and I'm saying that for a reason, and the reason being is that until now, before 120, to create a bed you needed 3 same color types of wool. With 120 have changed, and I will explain that in a minute when we manage to get this one as well. So one thing that we are going to get very quickly is going to be a couple of flowers, if we can actually get them. And I'm going to go for the traditional red color, and in actual fact I'm going to grab a few of those because I think eventually we can use it for decorations and all that good stuff as well. So pretty much we are safe for the night. We have the bed, we are halfway the day, so we have plenty of time. We need to collect more wood at this point, but I want to show you something else. We have honeycombs in here. Look, bees will produce honey. We will look into that at some point as well, how we can collect and how cultivate honey as well. Very, very fun, very important thing to do at this point, as well as a food resource, of course. I'm going to explore a bit more. I'm not quite happy to settle in this location quite yet. This birch populated biome is huge and is very, very dense. So I like an open space if I could. Maybe a plains biome will be great. We have cows as well. Maybe we have 3 pieces of raw mutton in here that we can cook in a minute as well. We have the stones as well. So we are pretty much sorted for the first night. But this could be a good location around here. But I like to make my first settlement close to water if I can, and certainly definitely close to a mountain or rocky formations to be able to go caving only game as well, which is going to be very important. So let's carry on exploring a bit more, see if we can actually find the ideal settlement for a few episodes, guys, and then we can actually move on if we need to and start building what is going to be an amazing settlement, hopefully, guys. So let's carry on exploring a bit more. And look at this, guys. This is pretty much what I was looking for. Look, that rock formation in there, pretty cool. I like to make a settlement close to the river, because with a boat you will be able to explore very, very quickly. That's going to be very important. So I think that we are going to carry on exploring in this area here. I like that type of biome down here. We have sugar canes as well. Something else I want to say at this point, if you have to find a river only on the game, you can actually use the fish as a food source, and believe you me, it's very, very good at this point. So the sun is starting to come down. We are going to have to find a place to pass our first night. We have cows in here, more sheep as well, that we can actually use in future episodes to create a farm. That's going to be important. We will visit that at some point, but I'm starting to like this area here for the first settlement, guys. I think that this is going to be pretty cool. Look at this. I'm very, very happy with that rock formation in here. We have the river here. We have some plains in there. We have birch and oak trees in here. This could be a very, very good starting point. So first thing is first, I'm going to definitely or certainly get a pet going very quickly before night comes in. So let's create one of those as well, which I forgot to bring it earlier on. And very quickly, we are going to get those flowers in there to create some dye, of course. And from that, we are going to create red wool, okay? And we are going to create some more dye. We are going to need 2 more of those because we have 3 pieces of wool. Let's create a second one in there. And we are going to create the third one in there. That is what has been the difference in terms of 120. So there you go. Okay, so let's create that bed. There you go. We have a bed now that we can actually skip the night. Very late in this one, but I'm sure we can do it. So there you go. 3 advancements, sweet dreams, getting an upgrade, and Stone Age. That was the first night out of the way as well. Something else that you will say, during the night, you will have all these creepy monsters coming along. That you have a creeper down there, you can see. Then we have spiders in here as well. And you have to be very careful with those guys. Okay, so we have a spider here, guys, and I wanna show you something. We need to kill it. So I think that the best thing to do, of course, is lure it to you if we can, and if it's willing to actually attack us. Let's see if we can actually do this very quickly. And what I strongly suggest is to kill it. And we have Monster Hunter advancement as well. And of course, every monster, every creeper in this game will drop something, so may as well go and get it. I see some pigs in there as well, very nice, and it's time to start building more things. And the next thing is going to be a furnace, and I need a furnace to obviously cook very quickly the food that we got. Let's place in there, and I'm going to get some coal, which we collected earlier on, and then we are going to place that in there, and we are going to collect some food. Okay, so food has been cooked. Now we have food resources as well that we can use. Let me retrieve the coal very quickly as well. Something else I want to do very quickly is the campfire. And I'll show you why I think, in my view, it's so important to have a campfire. Not only you will be able to obviously cook on the campfire by right-clicking on it, you will place on the 4 corners of the campfire the food that you have selected, but also give you a visual reference where your settlement is. That's very, very important, at least for me, guys, because once you start traveling and exploring around, and let's make a good example of this very quickly, which, by the way, I may be able to actually get some fish as well, if we can. By the way, when you swim, be aware of your oxygen levels, because you can drown very quickly in this game, so be aware of that. But in the meantime, I'm going to collect some fish in here, and I'm going to prove my point about the campfire, which is so important. So we carry on trying to hunt these fish down very quickly. And we have a few pieces of salmon, I believe. Let's get out of here very quickly. And the way to find now your settlement will be simply by looking at that smoke sign. Look at that. And you can actually see that from very, very far away. And if you go far away enough that you cannot see it, then I suggest you climb somewhere high, and definitely you will be able to see where your settlement is. No doubt whatsoever. There you go. So that's why it's so important, in my view, to have a campfire early game. Very, very important. And as you explore, you will get away from your settlement, and sometimes it can be very difficult to figure out where you are without a map. So be aware of that. Very important. Let me collect these pieces of fish in here that I left, and we are going to place that on the campfire. Now, in terms of the campfire and cooking at this point, it doesn't mean very much because we have the furnace, and with the furnace we can actually cook food, and so is with the smoker. But just for the sake of it and show you how it works, I have my fish in my hand. Right click on there, and then you place, as you can see, the fish on the campfire. Once it's cooked, that fish will jump out of the campfire ready for collection. So that is pretty much it. So we passed the first night, guys. I think it was a pretty cool first night. We have the bed, we have a little settlement in here going on, and of course we have the food as well. We have plenty of resources around, like plenty of them, from biomes full of different type of trees, a river with plenty of fish and food. We have rocky formations in there. This is a very, very strong start, I think, guys. Please leave me the comment below. What do you think about this start? How do you start? What do you do next? Okay, so one thing before we go, I'm going to create for myself a nice little boat. Is going to be one of those, and it's going to be as well a chest. That's going to be very important. In addition to that, I think that we are going to need a few sticks very quickly in here, mainly because we are going to do some only caving, and I mean very light caving, and we are going to need torches as well. So there you go. I'm going to place my chest here, wherever, and we can actually place different things inside that we don't need quite yet, and that's going to be what I'm going to place in here. So there you go. We need to collect more stone. We need to collect more logs. Oh man. And I think I'm going to place my little boat right here by right clicking on it, leave it there. That is a little settlement going on, and later on in the game we will build our first starter house, guys. That's going to be a very important one as well to do. But to be completely honest, if you want to survive in Minecraft survival, a bed is more than enough, and that is an absolutely true. So there you go. Anything else that we need to retouch at this point? I don't think so. I think that we are pretty much sorted. Look at that. We have food, which it should be cooked. There you go. That's the food ready to pick up. Now we have fish. We have meat as well. We have torches. We have made a couple of advancements. One of those being the stone tools, and we are ready pretty much to face the world of Minecraft, guys. So there you go. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you on the next episode. We do daily uploads, by the way, and it's going to be a lot of things going on in this channel. As I said, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one, guys. Until then, take great care.